For more than 100 years, Rogards Office Plus has been supplying homes and offices with state-of-the-art equipment. Joining me today, Tonya Horn and Chad Hoffman of Rogards Office Plus. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thanks for having us, Alex.
Absolutely. What an incredible story. Rogards, how long has it been here in town?
Rogards has been in Champaign since 1906, so it's got a long history in the community.
That's over 100 years.
It is over 100. We'll have to do something special when we hit 125.
Now, how long have you been involved with Rogards?
Well, for me personally, my father's been involved with Rogards it was pretty much the only job I ever remember my dad having. So he worked for the family who originally owned the business, and then he purchased the business along with his partner Jim Byer in the mid-90s, and then Chad and I purchased the business from them in 2011, so about 2.5 years now.
Incredible. How wonderful. And how would you say it's changed over the years?
You know, there's been a couple big things really that have changed over the years with regard to the business. The first, obviously, is technology. Technology's changed every business. But where you used to have the relationship of a person would actually physically walk into your store and shop the items on your shelves, now they go to your website and they see your virtual catalog. And in a lot of ways, that's much more convenient for the buyer because obviously we can't have 50,000 items in our store, but we can easily have that on our website. So the web has changed things a great deal, really, in terms of how our industry operates. And it's really important for us to make sure people on the website are having that same experience that they would be having if they were face-to-face with a person.
Yeah, because you're locally owned.
Exactly.
And you really have that feel, and that's wonderful, I think. What would you say would surprise people the most about Rogards and you and Chad and the way you run the business?
Well, I think the thing that would surprise most people about Rogards in general is just the size of our company. I mean, we have 17 full-time employees. We pay benefits. We really value building relationships not only with our customers but with our employees as well, and make sure we're treating them in a professional and fair way. Also, that we carry over 50,000 items, so it's not just 2,000 or 3,000 items, 50,000 items, and those are 95% of it is business to business. It's delivered out. It's through our vans. It's through our delivery drivers that we do that. Not that our retail floor isn't important to us, but it is a small percentage of our business overall. So I think people would find that surprising.
Yeah, that is interesting. And I still think it's fun to be able to go into the store. You still have the brick and mortar store, the one that's been there all these years. What will people see when they get there?
Well, we do have, as Chad said, we have a very small selection of the actual supply items, but there's enough Post-its and file folders and pins.
Somebody wants to grab something, they can get it.
When I was a little kid, that's how I spent weekends. I'd go with my dad in the store and I'd write with every single one of those pins in there. So we've still got that, but we also use it as a furniture showroom as well.
Oh, sure.
So we've got a number of different types of desks and things like that for your office. We've got modern, we've got traditional, we've got less expensive, we've got more expensive. So we've got a number of desks, and we've also got a number of chairs that people can actually come sit in, try out, make sure it passes the seat test, make sure it's something you're going to want to take back.
Kind of hard to do that on the internet.
It is. It's very hard to do that on the internet. So that's why we have a good selection of chairs in our store, and we also will take those and let you actually try that in your business for a week. If you want to try a chair out, give us a call, sit at your desk, we'll bring it to your place.
Oh, neat.
Try it out in your own environment, because that's what's really important about getting a good office chair.
Oh, that's great. Well, we have time just for one more quick question. I know you do so much for the community. What are some of the things that you've done to pay it forward?
We do. We think that's one of the big things that's really important to Chad and I, is just when you're given the gift of being in a position like we are where you're able to give back, you're really called to do that. So we work with the United Way quite a bit. We've participated in their Pack the Park and Stuff the Bus campaigns. We've donated copy paper, we've donated some janitorial items, so we do that. We also held what we hope is our first annual community day this past year, where we had some inventory that there was nothing wrong with it, but it was just obsolete inventory for us. So we invited local not-for-profits in to come and just pick through our supply and take that home with them and use it in their business.
Fantastic. That
included some chairs as well that we had in our warehouse that were very high quality, some $500–600 chairs that we had used for the Community Day project.
Wow. Call me next time. No. That's the wonderful thing about a community-owned business. I just thank you so much for coming on Business Insider today and talking to us about Rogards Office Plus.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.